Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I hope you're having a nice day. My name is Fazil and this is the first review video that I ever make. And the reason that I'm doing it is because I didn't find any like the product that I want to show you guys today. And I hate that. So whenever I want to buy something, I always go to YouTube websites and I just look around for people that use the product because I want to make sure that what I'm buying is something useful, something good, because I don't want to waste my time. To just buy something, it's broken, return it, or just it's bad and I keep using it. I needed a multi-port charger a while back, something that supports really high wattages as well, like 100 watts, 120, 140 maybe, because I do have a laptop that I want to charge and use it with. And at the same time, I also want it to be multi-port because I want to take it with me in travels. I want to charge my phone, my power bank, my controllers, whatever that you can imagine. I have a lot of devices that I want to charge. Before that, I used to have like one charger for my phone, one charger for the laptop, maybe a USB charger just for old devices, like, or maybe my smartwatch, which was annoying. So I bought this. I bought this Baseus charger, 100 watts, multi-ports. As you can see, there are 4 ports, 2 USB-A's, 2 USB-C's. It was really nice. There are a lot of technologies that it can support, as you can see here, voltages, amperage, and it also came with this 100 watt cable, which is really nice. I bought it for 50 euros. I was using it, I was happy with it. It's a little bit heavy. Maybe that's one of the issues with it. It was a little bit heavy, so sometimes if you connect it to an outlet like this, it would maybe tilt a little bit. When I say maybe, because it depends on the outlet itself. And one other nice thing that I like about it is that this LED here, when you connect it to the wall and it was on, you could see the LED. It was a green color, a little bit faint green color, but still it was something. So why am I telling you about this? But the review is actually about another product. The reason is that I bought it after maybe 7 months ago, and after that time, I was at the office. I was working really hard. I used my laptop a lot, and it was low on power and had a lot of work. I was really busy. I connected the charger to my laptop. After like 5 minutes, stopped working, just flat died. And I just waited a little bit, went to the other outlet, tried a few things, did not work. I tried it again with another outlet, and this USB-C port started sparking and it smoked. And I was like, okay, this is done. I will not use it anymore. I contacted Baseus support. They did ask me a couple of questions, but in the end, they refunded the money. Kudos to them. It took like 2-3 days for them to just give the money back. I also did read the comments for this charger after that, and I saw a lot of people also say the same thing, that the charger broke after a while. So then I went on a hunt again because I needed a new charger, which is really annoying because I just bought one for like 7 months ago. Now I have to go look for another one. I did not want to buy Anchor or many other products that you see on on Amazon or on any other places. I do live in Europe, so it depends where you look. Here, the chargers were really famous was Anchor and Ugreen. I checked both, and a lot of people say a lot of bad things about them. The Ugreen one, the same thing. Most people said they it broke after a while, and a lot of people would tell that the charger gets really hot. This one also got hot after a while that I used it. If I would put a lot of load on it, but it would never get really hot, not uncomfortably hot. So I decided to go for other brands, maybe some European brand to test it out. I decided to go another brand called Xtorm. And the reason that I did that was a while ago I actually bought a power bank from Xtorm. It was a 10,000 milliamp power bank. I used it for a while. It was really nice. And I think I used it around close to 2 years. And then after 2 years, I knew that if you do use a power bank for a while, the capacity will be a little bit lower, so the performance will be lower, that's fine. But it would get hot. So then I just sent it to Xtorm support, and believe it or not, they just checked it out and they said, yeah, there is something wrong with the power bank, but we're not going to repair it, it's not worth it, we're just going to give you the money back, you can buy another one. Which was really nice. So just imagine, they just refunded me in like 2-3 days without any problems. So I decided, why not? So let's go for another Xtorm charger. So I bought this 100 watt charger because, again, as I mentioned, I wanted a multi-port and really high wattage charger for all my devices. The box, nothing really major to say about it. It does boast a lot that these boxes, they come with recycled stuff, recycled packaging. This is recycled paper, this is recycled paper. This one not, but at the same time you can, of course, recycle it. If I check under information, it just says the USB-C supports power delivery, and there is a USB-A port, which is not really accurate and not really good, but yeah, maybe Xtorm should work on that. This is a GAN 2 charger again, which, the GAN 2 means, despite the fact that it's really small, it can output a lot of power. And yeah, this is nothing special, it's just this. It does not come with a cable, which is a pity. But the other thing is that it does come with a 2-year warranty, but if you do register your device, you will get 3 years of warranty. And I believe if it breaks, they will immediately replace it for you, which is really nice. I have the charger itself, and one other thing to mention is that this manual, the manual does mention that if you do want to charge something, you have to connect it to the wall and then connect the cable from the charger to your device. Please remember that, guys, if you do not connect your charger to the wall, it will not charge your device. I don't know why they did that. Maybe people really needed to understand that. I don't know. Maybe they do. There's another thing to note here is that the multi-port charging that they are mentioning here, if you take a look, you can, by the way, this paper is downloadable as a form of PDF file also on the Xtorm website. But if I take a look at here, it says the two on the top left here, it says the 2 USB-C ports each support 100 watts. Of course, not at the same time, you will not get 200 out of it. This means that the maximum is 100 watts. And the USB-A port here, instead of, and if you remember on the box, here it says Quick Charge 3 for a 30 watt USB-A port, but on the box here it just said it has 1 USB-A port. So the box has, less necessary information, which is bad. It should not be like that. Please fix it. Why are you not, showing the right information? Here on the bottom, it does say that it supports Quick Charge 3. But in my opinion, the voltages and amperages that it does support should be also on the box. I don't know why it's not. So, multi-port charging. If you look at it, you see you can get, if you use one port of the USB-C ones, you'll get 100 watts. And for the USB-A ones, you will get 30 watts maximum, of course. But if you use multi-port charging, so you see 65 watt 35, 65 30, so this is 2 USB-Cs. USB-C, USB-A, you will get 6530. That's the same thing for the other USB-C. And if you use all the ports at the same time, you get 45 watts, 35 watts, and 18 watts. This is good. One of the things that is really important for a lot of people is that for you to know what kind of charging technologies does this charger support. Here you only see, as information, you see that the USB-C supports power delivery and USB-A supports Quick Charge 3. I can tell you that this is not all the information. Why is that? Is because although in a very, very faint and hard to see format, you see here it says PPS. I hope it is readable. It does say PPS. So this charger supports PPS. If it does support PPS, it means that not only it supports power delivery, it supports power delivery version 3, which you can use to charge a lot of other devices. I have, let me see, how many devices did I test this? I tested this with iPhones, my Samsung phone, my Chromebook, and my MacBook. And in all the cases, because I do have a charger tester, and I do have a USB-C charger tester and a USB charger tester. I tried all of it, and in almost every case, it was able to max charge my device. My MacBook Pro, it is an old one, in Intel MacBook Pro 2019. It was able to charge it up to 90 watts. My Samsung, it's an old Samsung phone, but the maximum charging on that device is 25 watts. This did charge at 25 watts. iPhone, I believe it was an iPhone 13 Pro Max. I don't remember the exact number, but it was also the same maximum. The same thing for my Chromebook, it was able to charge it up to 50 or 55 watts as well. So in every case, it was able to charge my device without any problems. One thing to mention is that sometimes with this Baseus, when I was charging my Anker power bank, the old one, or when I was charging my Garmin watch, it would stop charging before they reached 100%. I believe because at that point they were taking a little bit of voltage and current, and that's why the charger thought maybe, that port is not connected anymore, so it would stop charging them. I'm not sure why that is. But for the case of this Xtorm, that did not happen. So my Garmin watch always goes to 100% without any problems. And this is able to just do that absolutely fine. In terms of size and shapes, if I put them together, you see that maybe the Xtorm looks a little bit normal in terms of shape, because it is hard to cover two outlets with this. So if you connect it to one outlet, it is really hard to cover another outlet. You can use it. Maybe you do cover it. It depends on the shape of the outlets in your house. But I would say the shape of this is a little bit more convenient to use. Because as I mentioned, this is, if this gets really heavy, it would a little bit, if you connect it to an outlet, it would tilt a little bit, tilt back. Because this is really heavy, guys. This is like around 250, 260 grams. This is a hefty boy. If you just do it like this, you can feel how heavy this is and how much material it has inside. So, and this is 215 grams. It's not that as heavy as this one, still heavy, but it is expected, guys. This is a 100-watt charger. It's really big, but it's really good for just one charger that you need to carry around. This is actually pretty nice. And as you saw, it has 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A, which is fine. In terms of temperatures, because a lot of people, one issue that I saw a lot of people would say, and especially about Ugreen and Anker, the other chargers that are really famous here in Europe and where I'm based, they would say that those chargers get really hot, especially Ugreen ones, and people say they get hot a lot. Also, there are some new brands like Charge or something like that. Also, the same thing, people get really hot and they also don't work after a while. So for this one, the test that I did was to see whether it gets hot or not, is that I just left my laptop go to 10%. Then I connected the charger and I just blasted it. So I used it for a few days. Right after, like every hour, I just used this charger connected to my laptop. And I kept using my laptop, kept pushing it, kept working. I'm a developer, so I do a lot of work. And I do pressure my laptop a lot because I build projects, I do a lot of work like that. And in most cases, it did get hot to a sense that if you hold it like this, you could feel the heat. But it was not that bad. So it wasn't bad in the sense that, hey, it's really, really annoying or it might burn my hand. No, it was not like that. It definitely hot. You could feel it. I wouldn't hold it for like 5 minutes like this. But it was not like I would be afraid that this thing might, burn my house or something. In terms of Baseus, I would feel like that because as I mentioned, this did spark from this side. Sorry guys, but I will never buy another Baseus because I don't want to risk burning my house down. I'll rather just go with another brand from now on, so I'll try using this Xtorm. I've been using it for around 2 months now. It has been absolutely fine, but I will definitely update this video if something happens to it, if it breaks down or if it slows down, whatever. I'll let you guys know. But just so you know, for now, it looks absolutely fine. And in my opinion, these guys maybe need more recognition in a sense because their product are not bad at all. But I don't know, some of it is maybe for themselves. Like, look at this guy. Like, it's like 2 pages. It does not give me any technical information about the product. It's just different languages, maybe a few safety products. There are, of course, safety listings here as well. But as I mentioned, again, this is very hard to read. You have to have a really good light on it. And you have to really, you have to really have a good eye to see what's written here. Like, I was not able to read it actually at all. I just had to zoom in with my phone and just take a picture just to see what's written on the side of the box. And kudos to them. Let's see, I will update you if something happens to this charger, but for now I would recommend it. One thing to note is that price-wise, this is actually pretty expensive. If you go to the Xtorm website, it's around like 80 euros, other websites in Europe. But there are many other vendors that sell this device for like 65 euros. But the story is actually the same thing for the Baseus. So if you go to other places, you can find this with different prices. I've seen this for like 100 euros. And there are some places I've seen it for like 50, 60 euros even. So you have to look a lot. I cannot say that the Xtorm is more expensive than the Baseus. That's not the case. Because as I mentioned, different places, different prices. I bought this from the Xtorm website itself. It was 80 euros. But they had some discount code, so overall it was like around 68 for me, which in my opinion for a 100-watt charger that is absolutely fine. I'm not gonna say that it's expensive, or because one thing I learned, guys, just learn from me. I bought it. I'm not gonna say cheap because the Baseus was like 50 euros, but yeah, it broke. So let's see what's gonna happen. But I have a feeling that, of course, if you spend more money, you will get a better product. but at the same time, it does make sense that some of these products are just more expensive. And in the area that I am right now, Anker has actually that expensive flag, I would say, because whenever I just check their charges, they, even the newer models like this one, like 75 euros, 70 euros or something like that. This one came out to the same price, but at the same time, I'm really happy because of the 3-year warranty on this charger. And the one thing to note is that I also checked the Anker reviews here. A lot of people told me that it gets hot a lot, really uncomfortably hot. And at the same time, I don't know if you've seen it, but the new Anker charger, you can actually tilt this part of the charger, so you can just close it so it would get less space. But a lot of people said that it does produce a lot of sparks, and it's annoying for them. But I've never experienced sparks or any problems or cone wire. Oh, that's another thing, by the way. A lot of these chargers, if they're low quality, if you connect them and you use them a lot, you can hear the charger. It's called a coil whine, so it's actually kind of like whining sound. This one does not have it. I never heard anything out of it, so just use it for 100 watts and I didn't hear a thing. It looked absolutely fine for me for now, so I do definitely recommend this. But yeah, look around, see where you can buy it. And these guys also have another chargers, I believe 140 or 160 of this guy. You can also buy that. They also have smaller ones like 30, 65. This is 100. And a little bit bigger, but yeah, more than 100 for me is not really, it's not something that I need, so I just decided to go with this 100 watts. I do recommend it, but please, first of all, offer more colors. So this is only comes in white, by the way. You cannot buy it in any other color or any other form factor. Maybe that should be a thing, but maybe you don't really care about that. The Baseus that I showed you, this is black, of course, that I showed you, but this one also comes in white. And the other thing is that the information that in the paper does not include all the charging speeds. As I mentioned here, this one does support PPS, so it means that it's not only power delivery version 1, it has power delivery version 1, 2, and 3, because PPS does require power delivery version 3, so this one also supports it. It also supports Apple technologies charging, because I connected every Apple devices that I had, like old ones like 13 Pro Max, or MacBooks and other things. In all the cases, it was able to charge it at maximum speed. So it does understand those protocols as well. But again, on the box, if you look at it, there's nothing. There's nothing that tells you, hey, on the website, it just says that it's a universal charger, I guess. But universal is such a generic word, so I don't know what that means. I'm a technical guy, so if I do see the documentation here, I do want to see the voltages, I do want to see the amperage, because I want to see what I'm buying. And even like if you check at the box, it says for laptops and other devices. So of course, the sentence is correct. It is for any other device, but, and also you can see the picture, there's a phone, tablet, maybe earbuds and a laptop. But again, I believe that you should mention the charging technologies that you support. Maybe they do have to get a license for that. I'm not sure, maybe that costs money. But for now, what I see is that this is able to charge every device that I have. Even my toothbrush. My electric toothbrush. So yeah, in my opinion, it's a good device. It was a good buy. With a 3-year warranty, I will definitely recommend this to anyone, because if something breaks, they easily refund you guys without any problems. If you just send it and the charger is actually broken, you just check it. They say it's broken, they will refund you. That's my experience with them. I don't know if you got any questions, ask away. And if anybody from Xtorm sees this, I hope this is actually useful for you guys to produce better products in the future. I hope it is, because I do really care about that. I do really care about helping the companies, small companies like this, that are actually producing a good product, but they are not being recognized. If you go to many other YouTube channels that are professionals and have put a lot of time into reviewing charging products, I've never seen Xtorm coming up as maybe the power bank or the charger. They do also have solar power banks. Those you can see, but yeah, other than that, I have not seen any other product from Xtorm being reviewed. But I 100% recommend these guys. They're really cool, and I've been enjoying using this charger for a very long time now. And I hope I do continue using it. 2 months, in my opinion, it's been going good. I hope it goes more than 3, that it has the warranty, maybe 5, 6, 10 years. Maybe I'll just get rid of it in the future. Maybe it just gets, have bigger laptops or something like that. But I hope it works absolutely fine, because I hate rebuying products and damaging our environment. If you have any questions, anything you want to know, let me know. Just ask me in the comments if there is any. I would be happy to answer them, and I wish every single one of you a very nice day.